This man really thought he could carry a cart full of groceries, with no bags. By hand. Yeah, he said it with full confidence, like he was walking into a boardroom, not a checkout line. What happened next? Let's just say his ego didn't survive the frozen waffles. Today's story is about quiet revenge, the kind that comes with a smile and a barcode scanner. You're going to want to stick around for this one. Have you ever had a customer moment so ridiculous it felt scripted? Or maybe you were the customer? Drop your story in the comments. I'm reading them all. It was a cold Saturday morning in Denver. One of those, why am I even awake right now kind of mornings. I was working the early shift at Ridgeway Market, this medium-sized grocery store out in the suburbs. Not fancy, not rundown, just your average neighborhood store with flickering fluorescent lights and the scent of overripe bananas lingering near the entrance. I was stationed at checkout lane 3, my usual, and running on exactly 1.3 hours of sleep and half a cup of gas station coffee. You know the vibe. Everything's still quiet, but not in a peaceful way. More like the calm before a storm. And right on cue, he walks in. This guy, he had presence. Tall, probably late 40s with slicked back hair and a navy blazer over a graphic tee like he just left a tech startup Zoom call. Bluetooth headset in one ear, eyes locked on his phone, strutting down the aisle like he owned the place. And the cart? Loaded. I'm talking apocalypse prep-level groceries. Cereal, frozen pizza, produce, almond milk, kombucha, a literal pineapple just chilling on top. It looked like he grabbed the essentials and whatever was in front of him. Anyway, he finally rolls up to my register. Doesn't say hi, doesn't make eye contact. Just starts unloading with one hand while still talking to whoever's on the other end of that earpiece. Probably a poor intern named Kyle. I go into default mode. Good morning. Would you like paper or plastic today? That's when he stops, looks at me like I just insulted his intelligence and says, no bags. I'll carry everything. Everything. By hand. Right then, I knew exactly how this was going to go, and I was not about to save him from himself. So, I just smile. One of those calm customer service smiles that says, oh, absolutely, sir. This is going to be fun. I start scanning, slowly, deliberately, each beep echoing like a countdown. Beep, a gallon of almond milk. Beep, family-sized frozen lasagna. Beep, a dozen eggs. A watermelon. A six-pack of kombucha. He's still on the phone. Talking strategy, deliverables, synergy. Totally oblivious to the increasingly ridiculous mountain of groceries forming at the end of the belt. No bags, no backup plan. And I say nothing. Not one offer. Not even a raised eyebrow. Just let it all pile up. Neatly. Carefully. Dangerously. It starts looking like one of those balancing challenges on TikTok. Boxes teetering on top of fruit, jars stacked like dominoes, a pineapple now acting as the base of the entire operation. I'm basically constructing a modern art piece called Hubris in Aisle 3. Meanwhile, he's half paying attention, half holding his phone with his shoulder, and when the last item slides down the scanner, there's just this pause. He stares at the pile. You can see it hit him, his brain's doing the math. Then, he says it. Where are the bags? And that is my moment. I look up, all innocence. Oh, I thought you said you didn't need any. He blinks, like I've just spoken Latin. Well, yeah, but I didn't mean it literally. Obviously, I need bags. Now I could have folded right there. Could have said, no problem, and fixed it. But come on. The man just tried to alpha his way through a grocery run before 8 a.m. He needed this. So I say, totally understand, sir. Let me walk you through our options. We've got reusable for 99 cents, plastic at 10 cents, and paper. I pause. Oh, paper bags are actually out right now. Let me call a manager to grab more. The look on his face? Devastation. Full on, my PowerPoint just crashed 5 minutes before the pitch. Kind of panic. And while we wait? Oh, it's a scene. People behind him are watching, whispering. One kid leans over to his mom and says, Mom, is that guy building something? He stands there, not saying a word now, holding a box of frozen waffles in one arm, a rotisserie chicken under the other, with a pineapple at his feet like a loyal but slightly spiky pet. It takes 15 minutes. 15. Shelley, our manager, moves at exactly one speed, glacial. By the time she finally strolls up with a fresh stack of paper bags, the guy's face is a full shade of regret. The Bluetooth headset is off. The ego? Melted. He bags his stuff in silence. Doesn't thank anyone. Just hustles out of there, probably rethinking his entire personality. And me? I go right back to scanning, sip my now cold coffee and say, next in line? So yeah, that was the great no bags needed showdown of Ridgeway Market. In the end, the guy walked out with his bags, eventually, but not before standing there like a grocery statue for 15 full minutes, holding frozen waffles like they were evidence in a crime. And all because he wanted to flex a little too hard before his caffeine kicked in. Now look, I get it. We all have off mornings. Maybe he was stressed. Maybe he thought he was being efficient. But man, there's a fine line between confidence and just being plain difficult. And honestly, sometimes the best revenge isn't yelling or getting even. It's just letting people deal with the natural consequences of their own choices, especially when they say something bold like, I'll carry everything by hand with their whole chest. What would you have done in my place? Would you have bagged it anyway out of pity? Or would you have let him ride that wave of overconfidence straight into grocery Jenga territory? Let me know in the comments. I genuinely want to hear what kind of chaos y'all have witnessed in your local stores. Got your own Karen or No Bag Larry story? Drop it down there too. And hey, if you enjoyed that story, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you don't miss the next wild tale from the trenches of retail life. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bring your bags and a little humility. Trust me, your frozen waffles will thank you.